Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The hatred runs deep between these teams, and no position feels the pressure of a rivalry game more than quarterback. Can this fella look past the emotion of the game and deliver a victory for his...
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Walters with a grab over the middle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Let's go!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. A swing pass caught. And he's brought down after a good gain. Give him 30 yards there. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the... Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
Encroachment defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
Let's go!
They'll look to throw here on first down. And the catch made by Walters. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Being chased out left. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll drop the throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Escaping the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Here we go!
Back to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time. yards. He'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He'll drop to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. And it's caught. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on to these. And now back out comes the offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Fighting through it. He's got space. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. They'll look to throw here. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's 3rd and short.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback, and that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
They'll set up a throw, eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. This is caught. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. Yeah, he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. Now, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position.
And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. They've got to be saying, boy, thanks for this field position.
Yeah, remember their last drive in which they scored a touchdown. That one also began in excellent field position. So let's see if they...
And it's caught. Touchdown. Hunter Henry. His 9th touchdown of the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late in the half scores.
And here now the offense heading back out there. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
And the Chiefs are going to get him. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Now the defense will burn their 3rd. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Come on, let's go.
They'll throw now on the final play. Flushed out right. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more? Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. They have to feel good about how they've been throwing. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Back to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll set up to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And it's caught. Touchdown. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they timed it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot it.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Back to throw here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Come on, let's go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Let's go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
They're going to look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his... Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 46. And he returns it into enemy territory. Down to the 40. now this offense ready to head back out there. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Here we go!
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to sling this deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. And now back out comes the offense. And, Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we reached a point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsauer? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Tell us, stretch this thing out a little bit.
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Eluding the pressure right. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Flush to his right. Finding room at the 30. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
Let's go!
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And touchdown! Hunter Henry, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Well, this game is definitely over.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. That one looks like he'll throw here. And the catch made by Walters. And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Looking to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. They'll drop to throw. And his pass incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And he's got Walters. Big catch. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for our visitors, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll be at home for one next week against the Oakland Raiders. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Kansas City.
Let's hit the post-game tailgates and grab some of that barbecue.
Yeah, BBQ.